had a dinner at Intramuros, and it was just a reflection to see how beautiful Philippines is with the culture of music and dancing.
That night, we got to meet everyone. We got to see Alan and Lai again, and then I got to meet Wally, Larissa, Tita Dale, and Tita Tess, which was really nice. We got to know each other more during dinner at Barbara's.
Cultural celebration, they did dancing and Filipino culture, and it was very interesting, and it was fun.
More importantly, the culture, the show that got us connected. So one of the traditional dance in the Philippines was with the bamboo sticks.
I was a little bit nervous because they called me to go up to do the tinikling dance.
Daniel in our party, they did a dance and he was the best dancer of all of us, so that was fun too.
And it was just a lot of fun.
A place which is called the Smoky Mountain. Smoky Mountain is just a metaphor. It's a mountain made from rubbish, literally.
So we went to Smoky Mountain, and there was a GK village there, and there were all these kids there that are playing soccer. It was amazing. The adults played with the kids.
It was really special afterwards to meet the kids at the, playing the soccer. To see them to be focused and dedicated, that really brought a smile to my face.
Fortunate enough to get together and know the kids a little bit, the soccer team, the Smoky Mountain FC Football Club. So of course we have a great match with the little kids.
They were pretty good. They were better than us, but they were really into it. And you see these little kids, and of all ages, they were playing, and it was just it was amazing.
Having the ability to immerse and basically kick the ball around was really amazing.
I was really impressed by their skills. To be a soccer player, they told me that was their dream, to be a professional soccer player. And I hope to see, and I pray that one of those kids can have their dream come true someday.
Orthopedic Hospital was again very exciting, but amazed in terms of how brave these kids were.
And they were, even the kids, happy and smiling, where they had, stuff in their bones, and they're still happy, smiling. And when Jollibee showed up, it's kind of a whole nother level for them.
It was fun to watch the Jollibee mascot came, and the kids were, it just lit them up.
Your national mascot, Jollibee, just creates wonders.
He was really glad that Jollibee had me dance.
And there was one little girl in particular that was obviously in a lot of pain, and she was crying because of the pain, and when the Jollibee showed up, she, just for even like 2 minutes, she almost forgot that she was hurting.
We had this little girl that had an operation recently, but with the essence of Jollibee, it just melted the pain away.
Our good friend, the Jollibee, when he came out, he was able to bring a smile to her face, and she forgot that she was in pain. It was really special to me to see her wipe the sadness and the tears away and start smiling. It was inspiring to me to know that anyone can really find that joy inside themselves.
Next, we headed an hour up to the north in an orphanage.
At the orphanage, it was just the presence of being there. It wasn't that we did this thing and they were happy. They were happy, like literally, that we just even came. And that was really touching.
The sense of community, how can we ask them to share their story so we can connect? Because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care about them. So it was an eye-opener.
Just to spend time with someone who they can talk to, show their drawings to, dance with.
Just a little bit of effort or, a little bit of the right resources could totally transform some of these things.
day, and that's where we get our hands dirty. So we give them these beautiful gloves so we can get some sand. And what the process is to sift the sand so it's more refined so they can mix it with concrete. And then amazing how Filipinos can utilize wood and natural resources and make their tools. So yeah, we got to mix a bit of concrete today, helping to put the bricks on. And
at first it seems hard, but seeing everyone work together, I think at the end it's actually worth it, especially after seeing all the other villages as well. I just want to be a part of it. Yeah.
And they took us around this morning to different villages, and it's just really humble to see how everyone lives and how inviting they are.
Also, here at the site, I've really noticed that most people are jumping in, especially the kids. At least it seems to me like that's a good learning experience for them. Even if it's just moving some dirt or something like that, they get to see that they're helping out and they're having fun doing it. And I think that probably teaches them a valuable lesson too.
It was joyful. All the kids were joyful. I was joyful. They were happy. I was happy. We helped each other out to build houses. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
One of the things that I've been looking forward to also is being able to work alongside my son so he can see the value of giving a lending hand, giving his time, not for yourself, but for someone else you can help.
I was helping my dad and helping the kids. The kids was helping us. I was helping the kids. My dad was helping me, and I helped my dad.
And to be able to do this with my son has meant the world to me. My prayer is that this mission only continues to grow, that more and more people are lifted up by this mission.
So we had a really cool day on the last day of the build where a veterinarian came, a couple of veterinarians and a couple of assistants came, and initially we had the community sign up, and we only had 7 people sign up to bring their dogs. And then when the veterinarians came and the community saw that it was actually real, they were all kind of out there, the community together, we ended up having 48 dogs looked at and vaccinated. So I guess that was the first time that that's ever happened. Super interesting, little experience that, the community had that time together. And I absolutely love dogs. I was able to give a little extra piece of me, to the village and really thank them for, their spirit and loving on me the whole time.
Yeah, after the build, we went to Sagada.
Sagada did not disappoint. So lots of really cool natural wonders there. We went kind of crawling down into the depths of a cave, no shoes, and creeping down the rocks and into the water.
So we went in a cave on the first day, the Sagada Cave, and that was amazing. We had great tour guides.
Sagada, wow, amazing experience, highlighting one of the beauties of the Philippines.
And then the next day we went on quite a long walk up to some natural waterfalls and went into the waterfalls, went swimming, sliding down the rocks.
That was a magic experience climbing up to the waterfall. We got to soak in the cold, chilling ice waterfall, which was an amazing experience and one that I'll treasure forever.
A lot of what was magical about Sagada was actually, that was wonderful, but there was time where we were all kind of together, where we weren't touring and we weren't at a restaurant. We were just sitting around a fire and we're chatting and it was wonderful.
So it was a nice little kind of time to decompress and hang out with the team and really get to know everyone a little bit better and just kind of think about, what we had been doing the last couple of days and what that could mean from a bigger picture.
Collaborating with people, when you're sitting down and eating and you're enjoying, this is when you're relaxed to really share the real experiences and which we're going to remember forever.
Came back from Sagada kind of refreshed and ready to go.
We showed up for the summit, we went in, listened to some of the speakers. It was kind of the perfect way to end this trip. So we've been here for 2 weeks now, and we've gotten to see some of the Philippines, we've gotten to do work in the villages, we've seen an orphanage and an orthopedic hospital, and this just kind of puts a nice top on it, or lid on it. Because if we would have just come here, we would have just done some of those other things, we wouldn't really have a full understanding of the whole experience.
Here at the summit, getting to hear a lot of really inspirational stories of people who kind of have come from the bottom of the pyramid and didn't really see themselves as poor, just really had a lot of fire in them and have started their social business enterprises and are really focused on giving back and kind of reaching back down to the bottom of the pyramid and pulling others up with them. It's been a really awesome experience.
But the fruits is that it's the collaboration and networking, because it's not only about fundraising, which a lot of the NGOs is about. It's about friend raising, and I believe the networks is the most key critical, the relationships in GK, which we will treasure and build on that in years to come.
This trip really have a big impact on my views on life, what it means to be alive, what it means to give. Each relationship and each new person I meet, it just makes a big imprint on my heart, and I will never forget this. This has been an unforgettable trip.
You don't need money to be happy, to be honest. Like, I see everyone here smiling with a massive smile on their face. I think everyone's just happy to be together. So yeah, everyone's just helping each other.
This is what their life is like, you know, the together, the connection, the love, the family. And it's not, you know, some people might describe it that they're happy in spite of or happy despite their conditions. And I don't think it's in spite of. I don't think it's despite anything. They're genuinely happy. They're happy for what they have. They're happy for where they are. And I think that, you know, probably the number one need of everyone here is really family and community. And I think GK's done a good job of having that vision, of having it be, okay, we're gonna help, but we're gonna help in a sustainable, meaningful way.
It's also great to see the people here in their own community building up their own community. And these past few days has even driven that even deeper, that sense of pride of being Filipino.
That's why you Filipinos are so true, and it's the feeling of family and community. Even if you know, they were to get a job and progress, how could they leave their family behind? Which is one of the true sense in Gaukalinga, walang iwanan, which no one gets left behind.
We want to do that not only just for us, but we want to pass it on to the next generation again and again and again and again. So all the Filipinos in poverty, that, you know, they get touched, right, with your, you know, warmth, your sense of community, family, love, right, caring and sharing and hearing these stories. So
I'd absolutely highly recommend that anyone come on this. I definitely, this will not be my last time in the Philippines. It's been a really cool experience, and all of the people here will really live in my heart forever.